Good to have Shabbos, everyone. Parshas Bamindbar. We start the new Sefer of Bamindbar. Also, the Shabbos before Shavuos, Shabbos of Rachim, the month of Sivan, Erev Chodesh Sivan. It's a big day. You know, the Rebbe always called the Shabbos before Shavuos Shabbos Achdus, the Shabbos of unity. And like especially this year, Sunday is Rosh Chodesh Sivan, is when the Jewish people of Bnei Yisrael came to Har Sinai, to Midbar Sinai. It says, V'yichan Shem Yisrael neged ahar ki ish echad b'leiv echad, that the only time the Jewish people had absolute unity was on the first of Sivan, when they came to Midbar Sinai. And it's a time for unity, to celebrate Hayam Niskarim V'nasim, that we should remember the unity and also implement unity before we get ready to receive the Torah this year. The Gemara in Sanhedrin tells us, it brings down a Mishnah and a Brisa, asks the question, why Hashem only made a single Adam, single person, and his wife Chava? He could have made a few people and a few women to start off a society, would have grown faster. And the Gemara answers, and brings down, Rashi explains, that it shouldn't give an excuse for anyone to either be egotistic over someone else, or to be down on themselves, or down or use it as an excuse for failure, an excuse not to be motivated. I come from the bad gene, so to say, and everyone else comes from the good gene, or the other people. We have to know we all come from a single family, a single couple. Adam and Chava are the parents of all mankind. And so too we know Tanya always brings down, it's brought down, and that the idea of that the unity the Jewish people have, we say Av Echad L'Kulanu, we have one Father, is to express that we're one mishpacha, one family. Tanya in Perek Beis even goes further to describe the older neshamas of the Jewish people, like coming from a single seed, just like a single seed makes a fetus, a child, that there's different parts of the child, is the brain, heart, nails, feet, legs. So too the Jewish people are broken up in like a single koima achas, like one form of a person. So actually, not just that we're like different brothers from a single father, but we're almost from one entity. And that's all a sign of unity. And the Parsha starts off with recounting the Jewish people. And what's so interesting is that on the Shabbos that we call the Shabbos of unity, where we go beyond our differences. Like the Rebbe says, the first day of Sivan, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't say anything to the Jewish people, because talking, communicating already expresses differences. Different people understand things deeper, differently. So not to talk about our differences is the level of unity. Moshe didn't even talk to the Jewish people. And at the same time, this week's Parshas Bamindbar. Bamindbar counts the individual. How many people were at Har Sinai? And it's not a contradiction, because the Rebbe explains us that and this is something the Rebbe works with throughout his Nesias, throughout his leadership, the concept of the counting. Davar shebeminyan, something that's counted is not batal. The idea of that every day, individual day of the Sfir Sa'omer that we count is a complete day, and we could say a full tefillah of Ayidei Zeh through this Yishba Shefarav, we bring down tremendous flow of blessing. That there's the concept that the counting brings out, the Davar shebeminyan, that a person has to have both sides to it. One side is we know that we're individual and we count, and we're something that's counted and we can never be nullified. And only 10 Jews make a minyan, and 100 Jews make up a certain number. And like the Sikha we learned this morning, that quantity actually creates quality. But nevertheless, at the same time, that we have to know that the quantity, that each one of us are individual, that each one of us are a different part of a different neshama, may be functioning in different ways. Some of us are the heads, or the hearts, or the eyes, or the ears. We have to know that we all make up a koima shlema. That each one of us, in our individuality, we're only strong as individuals when we belong to a whole people. And therefore, this Shabbos Achdus, we really have to feel the Achdus, and it's really a time, also in our history and where we're holding, that Achdus is so important. The differences are out there. We know the differences. We don't have to explain them. But we have to remember, Ki Av Echad L'Kulanu, we have one Father, and we're koima shlema. We come from one seed. And each one of us may have different avodas, different ways, different parts of the menorah, but the foundation is all one. And we are strong as individuals when we know that we belong to a group. Davar shebeminyan loy batal is the numbers make the quality. I wish everyone that going into Shabbos, getting ready for Matan Torah, we should emphasize the idea of achdus between each other. And like the Rebbe always says, that we don't have to forget about ourselves also. It's not just good enough to go out there and count the numbers. We ourselves have to make ourselves a quality number to be able to receive the Torah, b'simcha b'pnimis, and internalize the giving of the Torah and the message of the Torah of making this place a dir b'tachtonim with the coming of Mashiach b'meir v'meinu. Good Shabbos.